Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Appreciate you guys coming on back. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about diving deep, and I mean literally, into one of the most mysterious and least understood parts of Dune Awakening at the moment. And that's going to be the PvE only zone in the Deep Desert. That's right, you heard it from me. You don't need to worry about PvP ganks here. It's all about the environment, exploration, and high risk, high reward gameplay. That's right, guys. So, most of the players, they're going to be doing and preparing themselves for open PvP Deep Desert. But what if I told you there's a shielded sanctuary tucked inside that chaos? That's right, there's a massive protective zone. It's going to have shipwrecks, ecolabs, and elite PvE challenges. And yes, loot you won't find anywhere else, which means it gets wiped every week, just like the Deep Desert. So, what exactly is this PvE zone? Well, according to ForeignCom, it's an instance region behind a protective wall inside the deep desert. Here, the players are going to be able to face elite enemies, environmental dangers, and a set of dynamic PvE objectives, all without worrying about getting sniped by another player. These area rotates with weekly sandstorms, meaning the challenges and the rewards reset often. You can explore direct interstellar ships, each acting as a mini dungeon with rare resources and crafting items. You're going to be able to find ecolabs, abandoned scientific outposts, crawling with AI threats, and lore bits. These aren't just combat zones, they're narrative rich, resource dense environments for serious progression. Think of them as raid light missions designed for small groups or strong solo players. Keyword solo players. Why it matters? If you're not a PvP fan, but you still want to explore, access to the in-game materials, this is going to be your zone. Plus, because this rotates on a weekly basis because of the sandstorms, this is going to incentivize us solo players and PVE fanatics to explore, adapt, and rebuild frequently. That means you'll be able to still go out here, build a little outpost, and then go out and explore all these other locations that you won't have access to in the standard Haga Basin area. Gear up for heat resistance. This area will punish you if you're not prepared. There's no water here. So if you're not prepared, you're going to have a problem. Bring ranged weapons. Things that are going to give you mobility perks because there's a lot of enemies that's going to swarm you in groups. So you got to be ready. And then use your Omnithopter for fast transport in and out. Time matters before storms reset the map. So don't forget, after you've already done everything that you wanted to do, don't forget to get all that loot and resources that you've been farming the whole time. Make sure you get it out before the deep desert resets because there's nothing worse than losing a bunch of good loot that you found. So, what I just want you guys to understand is that, trust me, this zone is going to be the secret in-game loop for a lot of players. This is not going to be just a PvP zone, PvP diehard guys. There's a lot of people that just want to focus on PvE stuff, and I'm telling you, if you want me to do full breakdowns of the eco labs and the shipwreck maps and drops, and comment below. And what I'm gonna do is then, as soon as I get into the deep desert, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing, guys. I'm going to be, hitting those places. I'm going to be, recording it so y'all can see what I did. A lot of times, I'm going to be doing this as a solo. So I'm going to also show that individuals who like to play solo or only got a couple hours, their friends ain't online, and you still want to do something in the deep desert, this is going to give you what you want. This is going to give us the PvE experience in the deep desert area that is primarily designated for PvP. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell. I'm going to provide more Dune Awakening content. It's going to be coming your way. See you guys in deep desert. Remember, we're less than 18 hours to launch for early access for those individuals uh, who's purchased the Ultimate and the Deluxe Edition. So I'll see you guys in the desert.